Greetings. Obasi Scott here, oxygen therapy consultant, Atlanta, Georgia. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to look at the leaky gut. Okay, we get a lot of questions about people trying to understand what leaky gut is, trying to understand how it can aid herpes, how it can be confused with herpes, how even some symptoms can be parallel with those from herpes. So what we want to do is we want to break down exactly what leaky gut or leaky gut syndrome is known as LGS is, how it occurs, okay? And then we also want to compare, if you will, some symptoms of leaky gut syndrome with some symptoms of herpes. Okay, so right here, guys, I found an article, okay, dealing with leaky gut. Okay, now I just want to read here to explain what it is. When partially digested food, toxins, and bacteria pass through the small intestines and enter the bloodstream, this is referred to as a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. Okay, guys, or LGS. In simple terms, large spaces occur between the cells that compose the wall of the gut. Since these spaces exist in the gut wall, bacteria and foods can find their way into the bloodstream. Okay, now, why do these spaces exist in the wall of the gut, and why do they let food? Well, for one, your organs and the membranes of your organs are made up of cells, okay, just like your entire body is made up of cells, and those cells sometimes have spaces in them, but those cells can be compromised to become loose, okay, without keeping your body in good health, keeping your organs detoxed, keeping them flushed, and keeping them working properly. It's much hard these days to keep them working properly just because of the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, and the food that you eat. Okay, so we have to pay special attention to our organs, particularly the gut, and keeping that streamlined and keeping that healthy. Now, you can see this little diagram right here. Let me just scroll down. Leaky gut progression. Okay, you can see this right here. Okay, is the okay, this right here is the actual membrane or the wall, the organ wall, the gut wall. Okay, and these spaces right here where the arrows are pointing down are actually the spaces between the cells where the food, where the cells have literally loosened up and created holes, okay, microscopic holes that allow undigested food to leak out into the bloodstream, okay, thus the name leaky gut. Now, leaky gut then moves to food intolerance. As you can see, as it moves down, it moves to immune abnormalities, okay, and that's what we want to look at here, is immune system abnormalities. Okay, now your immune system, let me just take a segue for a minute and talk about the immune system. The immune system was created to kill anything that's not supposed to be in the body. Yes, kill it. Thus you can be cured from it, okay, whether it's a virus, whether it's a bacteria, a toxin, or a parasite. The immune system is the only thing that can cure your body. Okay, you can take every type of medication in the world, but if it's not doing the single most thing of supporting and boosting your immune system, then you will never be cured. Okay, and this is why doctors can keep taking you through the same rigmarole by prescribing more and more medicines. Okay, and then immune abnormalities then go to autoimmune condition, and basically that means that your immune system gets used to working in a broken state, okay, and it won't do the job. Okay, now that we understand that, let's move on and let's look at some symptoms, okay. 52 leaky gut symptoms, okay, that you may suffer from, okay. Arthritis, hay fever, psoriasis, diabetes, okay, multiple sclerosis, poor memory, okay, fevers, okay, um, fibromyalgia, fuzzy thinking. Okay, look at this, mouth sores. Okay, remember when I first started talking, I said we were going to talk about how different symptoms can be confused, and we were going to parallel these to herpes. Now, you also want to see autism, eczema, anxiety down here on the bottom. Okay, um, gluten intolerance. Okay, reoccurring infections, obesity, fatigue. Okay, I want to point out this one, fatigue. Okay, um, general food intolerance, allergies. Okay, depression. Okay, mood swings. Okay, now you may, if you're listening to this video, you may be suffering from some of this, and you may be going through some of these symptoms, and you may think it's from herpes, but the bigger thing, or the bigger picture, is you can't even cure yourself from herpes if you cannot, one, deal with the leaky gut syndrome, because toxins, herpes is just a result of an over toxified system. Okay, so toxins will keep escaping through the gut into the bloodstream if you don't deal with the leaky gut first. So I would recommend that you deal with leaky gut, heal your gut, and then move on to work on curing yourself from herpes. Okay, let's look at this one: chronic fatigue. Okay, confusion, toxic feelings, shortness of breath, bacterial infection is a big one. Okay, aggressive behavior, sinus and nasal congestion, urinary tract infections. Okay, nervousness. Okay, so all of these are some real big symptoms of leaky gut. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to kind of move this out the way for a second. And I just want to move our symptoms of herpes into view. And let me kind of zoom in on this a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so here, these are symptoms of HSV. Okay, HSV 1 and 2. I mean, if I scroll up here, this is actually coming from New York Times Health Guide. Okay, so let's just go down back to our symptoms. Okay, it says many people have HSV2 infection, never have sores, or they may be mild symptoms that they do not even notice or mistake for insect bites or other skin conditions. If signs and symptoms do occur, the first outbreak during the first outbreak, they can be quite severe. The first outbreak usually happens within 2 weeks. Okay, notice that the first outbreak normally happens within 2 weeks of being infected. Now, let me just say this before I go on, that leaky gut, okay, leaky gut is something that happens as a result of the foods that you eat. Okay, it's a result of poor health. It's a result of what you're putting in your body and how you're treating your organs. Herpes, on the other hand, is something that you can contract. It is a contagious disease. Okay, now you remember over here where we talked about some of the symptoms of leaky gut, and we're just going to look back and we're going to see some of the same things reiterated over here. Okay, look at this: decreased appetite. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's see, I thought it said something about decreased appetite. Unstable blood sugar, weight gain. Okay, let's see, weight loss. Okay, recurrent colds and flus. Okay, aggressive behavior. Okay, dairy intolerance. Okay, see, gluten intolerance. Okay, see, all this has to do with the food that you eat. Okay, general food intolerance and allergies. Okay, so see, decreased appetite is literally, that's what that is: your body not being able to tolerate a certain food. Okay, we see fever. Okay, fever is a symptom again of recurring colds and flus. Okay, fevers. Okay, general sick feeling, again, General sick feeling, that's another recurring colds and flus. Just chronic fatigue, okay, things like that. General shortness of breath. Those things make you feel sick, okay. General sick feeling, okay. Muscle aches in the lower back, okay. Buttocks and thighs are weak, okay. So let's see here. I thought I saw something about, well, there's fevers right there, okay. um, I thought I saw something about body pains. Maybe it was another article I was reading. Okay, but body pains. Well, here's something. Arthritis. Okay, so this one says muscular aches in the lower back. Okay, and this one says arthritis, which is a form of body pain. Okay. Let's look over here again. Let's just go down. Genital symptoms include appearing of small painful blisters filled with clear or straw-colored fluid. Okay, they're usually found in women. Okay, it talks about where they're found. Okay, these bumps, the outbreaks. Okay, but what I wanted to get to, let's see here. Again, in women, just be careful. A symptom of herpes here is vaginal discharge. Okay, and I just wanted to show you over here where you look at urinary tract infections. Okay, so see how leaky gut can also have a lot of symptoms that are parallel to herpes. Okay, and that's just because both of them come from a state of toxicity or over toxicity. Okay, here we go again. Fatigue. Okay, this is herpes. Let's go back to our leaky gut. Okay, here we go. Chronic fatigue. Okay, parallel symptoms. Okay, physical or emotional stress. Okay, here we go. Let's go back here. Confusion. Okay, insomnia, all of these mood swings, okay, depression, all of these are mental type cases or emotional stress of some sort. Okay, let's go down one more. Trauma. Okay, now it goes on to talk a little bit more about attacks and symptoms. But what I really wanted to point out to you is that I wanted you to get a clear understanding of leaky gut, and I also wanted you to get a clear understanding that there are a lot of overlapping symptoms. Okay, symptoms that show up in both herpes, okay, and symptoms that also show up in both the leaky gut syndrome. Okay, so again, what I would recommend is for you to deal with the leaky gut first, because as long as you got toxins coming through the walls, and your organs or your gut is not cured, you're allowing toxins in the bloodstream. Toxins in the bloodstream are just going to further reduce the immune system, because the immune system now has to try to attack those toxins and get them out of the body. Okay, and if you've got a virus in your body as well, your immune system has got to work double time trying to attack the virus and the toxins that's coming through your gut. So deal with the leaky gut first, and then go ahead and deal with the actual virus. You will have a lot better chance of success if you do it in that order. That's not to say that you should not get started where you can. Okay, go ahead and get started where you can. Even to help you more, let me just show you this. I want to go over to our website, theundergroundcure.com. Okay, and I want to show you something we've done for everybody. If you go over to products here, okay, you can get to this two different ways. You can get to this from the actual products dashboard, or if you hover over products, you can go right to the personal health assessment. Okay, so if you go to the personal health assessment, this will help us to assess the situation, the state that you're in. It will help us to recommend what protocol or what call to action we think would be best for you. We have a lot of questions about symptoms and what you've experienced in the past, what you're experiencing now. So go do the personal health assessment. Go take a look at the site. As you can see on the products dashboard, there are 2 different pages right here for the herpes protocol kits and the leaky gut protocols. I just want to point something out before I end this video, is that on the leaky gut protocols, we do have the standard leaky gut protocol, but we also have the leaky gut protocol coupled with the ultimate herpes protocol, which you can save some money on, and a couple with the 7-day herpes protocol if you want to get the leaky gut first, which you can save some money on. So with that, guys, I'm Obasi Scott. I need you to do 3 things for me. I hope this video helped you. If it did, this is a movement, okay? Hit the subscribe button. Join us, help us push this movement forward. We're out here trying to help people, doing all we can, trying to help them with this virus, to eradicate it completely from their body. So subscribe. Number 2 is I need you to push this video forward, share it, post it on blogs, post it out there, because just like it's helping you, it could help somebody else, okay? And God will definitely help those who help others, okay? So I want you to help somebody with this, and let this motivate and educate somebody too. Also, what I'd like for you to do is okay, let's see, we got subscribe, we got put the video out there. Oh, any questions that you have, you can post them in the any questions that you have, you can post them in the comment section. But we only looking for positive energy, okay? We don't want nobody coming on here negative, okay? Those comments will be deleted. It's just like your mama used to say, all right? If you don't have nothing nice to say, please don't say it at all, because you will say something and then that will help either somebody to gain hope or to lose hope. This is a journey. Just like you, it was so easy for you to get this virus. This is a journey to get it killed and get it eradicated from your body. And it's something you have to commit to in your mind, in your spirit, in your whole belief system. Okay, you have to believe that you are meant to be made well. Okay, last and least, if you've got any questions, you can contact us at theundergroundcure.com. Go to our contact page, or you can reach us at undergroundcure@gmail.com. All that information is right below this video, okay? Right below, all that information right below this video, in the description, the email address, and the website. So with that, I'm Obasi. I hope to see each and every one of you cured, and not just at the top, but over the top. Talk to you soon.